This kind of hurts my butt.
So we'll try this one more time here. Jameson is our cameraman for the night, and he accidentally stopped our video and deleted it. That's all right. We'll see if anybody hops on. So really quick before the pigs start yelling and there was some thunder, we'll keep this short and sweet for everybody. You all right, dude? You good? You can say hey, Snake.
Hey.
So, anyway, so really quickly, I know I had posted a picture yesterday.
Sorry.
Don't delete us again, man. About my little friend right here. So if you don't know, this is called, well, some people call it quinine. And we'll talk a little bit about her.
I call it the magic juice.
Magic juice, liquid gold. It has lots of names. And it has been around for centuries. This isn't anything new. This isn't something that I came up with. This is something that has been around for quite some time. And basically all it is, how I make it, is grapefruits and lemons. There's other things that you can add to it. People add cinnamon. I did add some ginger to it this time because sometimes we do have some tummy issues that go along with being sick with all of the mucus that this stuff causes to come out of you, especially if you have a child that is taking it. You know, some of that mucus can get into our stomach and cause an upset belly, and the ginger really helps with upset stomachs. So this has, what you do is you peel your fruits.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're moving all over the place. You peel your fruits and you just want the rind. You don't take the fruit, but if some of the fruit is still attached to the rind, it's okay. Don't worry about it, it's not a problem. But you're just basically gonna peel the rind. Now, that being said, because you are using the rind of a fruit, we really wanna make sure that these are organic. I was able to find a bag of organic grapefruit and a bag of, do you want her to take it?
Yeah.
And a bag of organic lemons. They're trying hard here, guys. And a bag of organic lemons. Both of them were about $4 a piece, and I can make about 3 batches from each bag. So for medicine, I can't say that it's medicine, but for an immune booster for $8 and I can make 3 whole bottles, I'll take it. Sounds good to me. Anyways, so what you're doing is you're peeling these and just taking the peel and the rind. Like I said, if you get some of the fruit in there, don't worry, it's not a problem. You're putting it into a saucepan, preferably a stainless steel saucepan. If you don't have stainless steel, that's okay, just don't use anything aluminum. Glass is fine too, whatever you have. And what you're doing is you're placing these in there, and what you want is about 3 inches worth of water above your fruit. What you're gonna do is you're gonna measure kind of where that line is, because once you start pouring the water on top of the fruit rinds float and you're not going to be able to measure. So just eyeball it. It's not scientific. It doesn't have to be specific. Just get about 3 inches above your fruit, and that's what you want. And then you want a tight fitting lid, because what we want to do is we want to keep that steam in, because the steam is where the quinine is, where all the good stuff is. We don't want to let that out. It's the same as if you're making essential oil. You don't want to let the steam out, because where's your oil? Your oil is in the steam. So you want to keep that steam in the pot. That's probably the most important. You're going to boil that for 2 to 4 hours. The longer that you can, well, not boil, bring it to a simmer, or bring it to a boil and then turn it down to a simmer for 2 to 4 hours. The longer you can let it go, the better. If all you have is 2 hours, that's fine. But the next step after that 2 hours has passed is you're going to leave that tight fitting lid on. Don't take it off until it completely cools and there's no more steam coming out of your pot. Then it's done, it's ready to be strained, placed in a bottle and refrigerated. In the refrigerator, it's gonna stay good for about 2 weeks. And you'll take, if you're using it as a preventative, if you're using it as a preventative, I take a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons a day, but I also like to just put it in my water and drink it. It is extremely bitter, I will warn you, but once it's something that you're accustomed to and you've been drinking it for a while, you really get used to that bitter taste, and I actually enjoy it, especially if I have some sparkling water to put in with it to kind of make it a little fizzy. It's really good. The mosquitoes are getting you.
No, it's the gnats.
Oh, the gnats.
I hate them.
We live in Florida, so the mosquitoes and the gnats are always fun to contend with. Cinnamon is also something that you can add into this, that you'll see people add. If you are pregnant, don't add cinnamon to it. Ginger is okay if you're pregnant, but the cinnamon would definitely be a no-go. If you're on medication that does not allow you to consume grapefruit, don't worry, it's okay. You can use orange peels, the orange rinds instead, in lieu of the grapefruit, and that's not a problem. That's not an issue at all. So basically, a few months back ago, I had COVID. I had COVID bad. I couldn't breathe. I ended up at the hospital, and the scary thing was I wasn't getting any better. I couldn't eat. I lost about 20 pounds, and I couldn't breathe. I mean, I run a farm, and I couldn't breathe to do just my basic farm chores. I was out of breath. I was so dizzy that I constantly felt like I was going to pass out. The hospital put me on a bunch of different medications, including inhalers and steroids and all kinds of stuff, but I wasn't getting any better. So I had been studying herbalism for a while, but really hadn't delved like super deep into what I could do to heal myself if something like this happened. So like I said, I wasn't getting any better. So I decided to give this a try when it was offered to me as, hey, give this a try and see if it helps you. So I did. And I actually took myself off of all of the steroids that they had me on and everything else, because I just didn't seem to be getting any better. I seemed to be getting worse. I was on this, took this faithfully. Once you're sick, you're going to start out your day with about 1/4 of a cup of it in some water, because it is pretty bitter. And then as your symptoms persist, you're going to take 2 tablespoons at a time every 2 hours. The good thing about this is it's food, right? So oranges and grapefruits and lemons, they're food. And I mean, unless it's like sugar and salt and, hello, Jumbo Jet, you know, processed food that's bad for you. I mean, can you really drink too much of this? No, you can't. You can't drink too much of this. So it's not gonna hurt you. You know, providing, like I said, that you're not on some type of medication that prevents you from consuming grapefruit. In that case, you're gonna be making it with oranges and lemons, you're fine. I would definitely recommend some ginger. If you like ginger, ginger does have a bite, can be a bit spicy. But I don't know if you knew this or not, but lemons, just one of these contains half of your daily vitamin C recommendation. So the most important thing for our immune system is vitamin C, right? And also in your grapefruits and your oranges and lemons, there's polyphenols, there's phytochemicals. Those are your antioxidants. Those are what are building your immune system. I don't know if you're aware of this, but do you know that rarely does someone actually die from a virus? It is not the virus that kills you. It is your own immune system attacking your body. Because what happens is that virus gets into your body, either through your eyes, your nose, your mouth, however it enters your body, and it attacks your blood cells. It literally attaches to them and tries to mutate them. So then what your immune system does, it goes, all right, let's go, let's kick into high gear and let's fight these off. And then what happens is you end up with, in some cases, when people get very sick, is an overactive immune system that is trying so hard to fight off this virus that it's attacking itself, which with the said virus that's going on right now, you have to be careful with what you say on Facebook. But what is happening is that virus is attacking the cells in our lungs and is attaching to the cells in our lungs. And then what happens is our immune system goes in and says, okay, you're not supposed to be here. My job is to get you out. And if you have an immune system that's already compromised, you know, some people, let's say, you know, cancer patients or people that are on immunosuppressants or people that have autoimmune diseases, that their immune system's already low, their immune system's already heightened. So when we have a virus that's attaching to cells in our lungs, our immune system is going to go after those cells and attack them. Therefore, what happens? We can't breathe. We can't breathe because we have a shitstorm happening in our lungs. We have an immune system that is, you know, ravaginously trying to get these cells or this virus off of our cells. And sometimes it gets overactive. So what we're doing with building our immune system, number one, preventative care is always the best. Take this as a preventative if you so choose that this is the best option for you. So let me stop right there and say, I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I am in no way qualified to give you medical advice or any of the such. I am just a normal person that has done research and is telling you what works for me and what I have found to be helpful, and I just want to share it. So do your own research on this, make your own decisions. If you have questions, I'd be happy to help you answer them. But just a little bit, that was just a little bit of background on what viruses actually do in our body. The virus isn't what kills us. It's our own immune system that was not prepared to fight off that virus that then attacks our own body. That's kind of what happens. So we need to support it. And it's, you know, once that happens, what this does basically is it really works to get all of that mucus out of you. When I tell you that when I first took this, the very first dose I took, I had no idea what was about to happen. I came outside to do farm chores and had to stop because the snot was unreal. I just kind of had to stand there and hang over and let it do its thing, you know, and then, right, Sine?
Yeah.
And then the coughing, the mucus that was coming out of my lungs was just unreal, the amount of stuff I was able to bring up. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can breathe a little. And within 2 days, majority of the dizziness had subsided, still a little bit there, but I could breathe. I could walk from my couch to the bathroom without feeling like I need to go to the hospital. I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. I'm 36 years old and I can't breathe. So it really helped for me to be able to get all of this mucus up that I didn't even realize had settled in there. On the flip side of that, along with this being an immune booster, because like I said, all of the polyphenols and the phytochemicals that are in our fruits, and especially that are in our fruits that have color, the antioxidants and stuff. This stuff right here, like I've made myself another batch. I know you guys can see that I've already drank since I posted the picture yesterday. When I tell you energy, so sicknesses, viruses, anything we have, they really deplete our energy because our immune system is putting they're taking everything we have and putting it in fighting whatever is going on with us. And I know we have a crisis right now with our especially younger generation, even my husband, he's gotten a lot better with it, with energy drinks. I mean, do you know how many Americans energy drinks kill per year? Look it up. It's astonishing. This stuff right here, this is your Red Bull. This should be your Red Bull. I've had Red Bull and it tastes like crap. It really does. This stuff is bitter, but you can add it to juice. You can add it to anything to make it taste better for you. But I made it again because, I mean, I run a farm, I homeschool 2 children, and I work. You know, even above and beyond that. I'm tired. We're all tired. We're all, you know, chasing the rat race, and we're tired. The amount of energy that this gives you is definitely equivalent to what you would get from drinking your Red Bull, your Mountain Dew, your coffee, your caffeinated drinks. Give them up and give this a try. Just replace it with one. That's all I ask you to do, is in the morning when you get up and you're ready for your coffee or you're ready for your Red Bull, make yourself some quinine. Take it with some juice and wait an hour and see how you feel. And if you still feel like you need that Red Bull, have some more quinine. That's my suggestion. Stop before you give yourself a heart attack or a stroke, because that's what's going to happen. This stuff does not attack your cardiovascular system like that, like the energy drinks do. This stuff actually strengthens and builds your cardiovascular system. So, and then the lemon that's in it, like I said, half of your recommended daily vitamin C dose is right here in this lemon. Just half. And then also, I mean, did you know that like back in the day, sailors, this right here is how they prevented scurvy. This is how they prevented vitamin, C deficiency and dying. Did you know back during the gold rush that these things right here, I mean, they would pay upwards of $1 a piece for a lemon so that they didn't die, because they're in the mines and they're so deficient in their nutrition that they're getting scurvy and they're dying. But they knew how precious these things were. They knew how precious food was. They knew that food could be medicine. And now, I mean, $1 back in, what was that? Gold rush, 1849? Back in the 1900s, around that time. I mean, $1, do you know how much $1 was? That equates to about $30 now. $30 to $40, our money now, people were paying for these things because they knew what food could be for us. And it's safe, guys. These don't have side effects. It's food. It's not pharmaceuticals that have, take this for this symptom and you're going to get 20 other side effects that you're probably going to end up going to the doctor for more medication for the side effects that caused. This stuff is food. It can be made on your stovetop. Try it. I mean, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. I mean, it doesn't work for everybody. But with COVID, I've had a lot of people reach out, that have gotten it and said, what else? Try the quinine. Try the quinine. And I can tell you, everybody that I have recommended it to, just like I said, not as a medical professional, but as one person to another, one mama to another, one human being to another, have said, try this. And they've said, oh my gosh, I swear by it. I swear by it. I will forever use this, And there's a lot of other things that you can do, to boost your immune system. But our immune system starts in our gut. And this is great for it, I mean, the lemon's also good to tone your skin and help you with acne. And I mean, there's so many other things. I mean, it's good for sinus infections. It's good for colds and flus. It's just something that's really good to have on hand that most people can get. What did he say? Teach me. Sorry, I just got here. Oh no, you got stung. Baking soda. Throw some baking soda on that with some cold water. It'll feel better anyways. Paula, it's quinine, so it's just boiled down grapefruit rinds, lemon rinds. I do ginger in mine. If you can't have grapefruit, you most certainly can use oranges. So basically we're just getting high doses of vitamin C in you, polyphenols, phytochemicals. We're getting, it's anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antifungal. Lemons and grapefruit are, do you want me to take it, dear? Do you want me to take it? Are they getting you? Are just amazing immune boosters, amazing anti-inflammatories. They'll really help you get all of that junk just out of you. Boost your immune system and let your immune system know exactly what you want it to do and what it needs to do. Like I had said earlier in the video, it is whenever we get sick with something and when someone dies, it's not typically the virus that kills them. The virus rarely is what kills you. It's your own immune system attacking you because your immune system was not prepared. But just because it's not prepared doesn't mean that once we get sick that we can't do things to help it. I'm going to hope to keep doing these videos for you guys if you like them. I'm going to do another one. I don't know if I'll do it this week or the beginning of next week about elderberry, because I know there's a lot of stuff floating around, misinformation in the media about how don't take elderberry. It can harm you. And it can if it's not taken properly. But we'll talk about that in another video. If you're taking elderberry currently, please don't stop. It's not going to hurt you. But I mean, lemons and grapefruits and the citrus and the stuff that's in them, they strengthen our blood vessels. you know, they're really going to help. And I think my phone's about to die and I'm outside, so it is what it is. But I'm going to wrap up this video, guys, by just saying, hello, Sine. Quinine. Check it out. Do your research. You know, see if it's something that you feel like is right for you. Give it a try. It's definitely a great immune system booster, great anti-inflammatory. I mean, anyone that has known me for a period of time knows that, you know, I was in a car accident and I have horrible back issues. I was about ready for surgery again, and the amount of inflammation that this stuff has decreased in my body is amazing. Hi, Papa.
Hey, Papa.
Hey, hey. B says hi. So like I said, do your research, give it a try. Remember, this stuff is food. It's food. It's stuff that we normally eat and that we can incorporate into our diets, and that a lot of us probably just have sitting on the counter. So give it a try. If you guys want, I will make another video and actually show you how I make this, but I just wanted to get this stuff out here and let you know that, you know, this is how it goes. Underneath this video, I'll post the recipe for you guys. So that you can make it, because it can be life-changing for someone whose immune system is low, or even for someone that's not. I mean, COVID is nasty, no matter how you feel about it. I know there's kind of the back and forth of, is COVID really real or is it not? I know I'm not supposed to say the C word, but is it real or is it not? And it doesn't really matter if you feel that it's real or not. Everybody is going to get sick with something at some point in their life and need extra support. And I can tell you, for me, you know, this was my saving grace, was building my immune system and now keeping my immune system up. And also, like I said, please, dear God, if you are drinking energy drinks, even if it's Mountain Dew. I mean, do you know that Mountain Dew erodes your stomach? Do you know that Mountain Dew is one of the leading causes of stomach cancer? Give that crap up. The same thing with Red Bull. The same thing with any other energy drink out there. They're not good for you. Give this stuff a try. The amount of energy that it provides is phenomenal, and you'll feel better too, and it'll regulate your digestive system. If you're constipated, you won't have that issue anymore, but it will not give you diarrhea if you're not. So yeah, I think my phone's gonna die, and I think I've rambled enough. Was there anything else I needed to mention? Let me see. Nope, there it goes. I hope I didn't just lose that. Oh well, hope that was good.